Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. I'm your host, Buddy Kunan. Tonight's topic is knowing your consumer rights. And still joining us are Ms. Belma Lim. She is the Executive Director or OIC of the National Consumer Affairs Council. And of course, Ms. Grace Padilla-Chua, the President of the Consumer Rights for Safe Food and Vice Chair of the NCAP. Welcome back, ladies, to our second segment. And now the topic is getting really more interesting as we will be talking about real-life application of consumer rights protection. Now, umpisa tayo sa inyo, Ms. Lim. In your experience in NCAP, first of all, you said you're from the DANR. How has your experience in NCAP been? Has it been fulfilling, interesting?
Of course, it's very much fulfilling and very challenging at the same time.
Yes, and you've got a really big job to do. Just mention your mandate in the first segment.
The mandate of NCAP.
Incredible duty and responsibility. Now, in your 2 years as ED or OIC of NCAP, what have you observed? Like, which are the most often abused consumer rights dito sa Pilipinas?
Siguro tingnan natin yung aspeto ng mga nabibili ng mga consumers ng mga defective products.
Okay.
Yan naman sa kalaunan po, nadidiscover nila na yung pala in the long run, pag nagamit nila, doon na lang siguro madidiscover na may mga depekto. Pero meron na nga tayong policy on no return, no exchange. So, lahat ng mga defective products, pwede naman pong masubject yan for possible repair, replacement, or possible refund.
Okay.
So yun ang kadalasan po ng mga common na mga complaints na dumarating sa DTI.
No return,
but
no
not
exchange.
necessarily sa office namin.
Sige.
Though there were referrals before, but we normally refer that back to the DTI.
Okay. Pag-usapan po natin itong no return, no exchange. Kasi like as a consumer, I bought a lot of goods na yung resibo, yung receipt says talaga, no return, no exchange policy. Legal ba to, Ms. Lim?
Hindi po, because it's actually a violation of RA 7394. So talagang pinagbabawal po yan na may statement na nakalakip dun sa mga produkto na bibilhin natin. So tingnan natin kung may nakalakip na nakalagay na no return, no exchange. It's really a gross violation of RA 7394.
Bakit ho?
Merong
parang walang enforcement dito. Kasi ang dami hong stores ngayon, not a few so many na pag bumili ka, nasa official receipt pa nila, sa OR nila.
Ayun na.
Oo. How come tinatolerate ito ng DTI?
No, actually naman kasi, pag nakita din at na-discover na meron pala mga ganyan, marami rin naman nagpa-file ng complaint.
Okay.
Along that line. So
as consumers,
that's being reported also to the DTI.
Yes. And as consumers, if you really want to help the situation, as Gigi nga said, meron na tayong responsibility to report. No?
Yeah.
And ito, hawak ko nga ang official DTI. Ito so alam natin na hindi haka-haka to. Talagang illegal itong no return, no exchange policy ng maraming mga tindahan. So hawak ko nga itong official brochure from the DTI, and it says, in the back, it says, consumer is king.
Yes.
So very nice, very nice. And in front, we have, it says bold, in bold letters, question, no return, no exchange, no way. Basta depektibo ang biniling produkto, pwedeng i-repair, i-replace, or refund.
Yeah. So that's what I said.
If in cases na someone buys something defective, tapos dalhin sa store, sabihin niya, sir, this item is defective, it's broken, can I exchange it? Tapos sasabihin sa kanya, no return, no exchange policy. Pwede ngayon i-report to sa DTI.
Yeah. Saka in most cases naman, nare-resolve naman yan, nasa-settle. Wala akong alam na hindi na-address, kumbaga.
I suggest to the consumer, before he brings it to the DTI, threaten the store first. Just say, I'm going to report you to the DTI, and I'm sure they will change their tune.
Alam mo, Gigi, a lot of times kasi also these people probably don't know about these laws.
Or talk
Maybe
to the
they
manager.
Don't know. Do you think the manager in most cases would
They
know?
should, They should.
Because as a consumer, I didn't even know that this no return, no exchange policy was in fact illegal. I didn't know that. I thought that perhaps it's just up to the store's discretion, maybe.
So you're also failing in your responsibility as a consumer.
That's why we're having the show. Okay. Now, there's another case here. It says no repair, no replacement, or refund. So maybe you can explain to us what exactly. Okay, repair, replacement, and refund. What it entails, basically.
Yeah, that's with a warranty.
Yeah.
No,
so this is similar to your case with the battery.
Yeah. So it says here, basta may resibo o warranty. In that case kasi, yung battery, they were asking me for both. I only had the warranty. It was saying, no, kailangan may resibo rin.
Oo.
So, hindi, pwede, warranty o resibo.
Pero yung warranty, kailangan duly accomplished yan. I mean, it's accomplished properly with all the information. Because sometimes, I've bought appliances from stores in Manila and it comes with a warranty.
Yeah.
Pero usually pagbigay sa akin, hindi na finifill up. I mean, they give me a receipt, but the warranty card is never filled up. Diba? Hindi finifill up.
Yeah,
Ano masasabi niyo, Ms. Lim, tungkol sa
these
pinakaso?
days, ang na-encounter ko dyan,
Oo.
actually, hindi na nga yung binibigay yung pinifill upan. Actually, it's the official receipt itself that would serve
Yun
as
nga.
the warranty.
Oo.
Yun. So, parang medyo, like, kung ikaw, medyo hindi ka ganun ka-clever, and you're not aware na we are covered by the policy on no return, no exchange. Malamang na hindi mo pag-ingatan yung iyong resibo. And that would serve as an evidence or proof that you have bought something else.
Yes.
So how can you return back if you don't have the receipt?
Yung problema kasi ng resibo, usually it's a paper thing.
Yun
It's
na.
very
Yes.
easy to throw away, very
Yeah.
easy. Unlike a warranty card,
Yes.
which is an actual card, no? Parang cardboard siya or very thick paper.
Yeah.
And people usually tend to
Before
keep
it used to be that way,
Oo.
yung hard
Oo.
Tsaka, another thing, yung resibo, it fades.
Yes.
Diba? After a few weeks, it
Yes.
fades. Then you need it, and what's this?
At times, hindi
A
pa
blank.
legible ang presyo.
Especially yung thermal paper na ginagamit
Yes,
ng ibang
yes.
through as you said, over time it actually fades. Pero so what would your recommendation be? Let's say for appliances that have this warranty card, because many times I told you I've bought many appliances where the store doesn't even bother to fill it up, and I know in the warranty card there's actually some provisions there for the
Yeah.
name of the buyer,
Yes.
the name of the store, the
Identification,
date,
yeah.
all that. And many times, I'm sure you're also guilty of this. You probably
Yes.
haven't filled in a warranty card, no?
Yes, yes.
So your would you recommend strongly that a consumer take time out to fill up these cards?
Yes, like Belle was saying, a consumer should be clever. Okay, so when you buy something, especially kung appliances, medyo mahal yan, no? Make sure that your warranty card is given to you. If there's something that has to be filled out, it's filled out well. And also sometimes yung receipt, no? I've fallen victim to this. I asked for receipts only to find out that what they gave me is a delivery receipt, or it's not an official receipt.
Yeah.
It's a delivery receipt.
It's not an
or
invoice receipt or
something like
official
that,
receipt.
no? So
You're talking about a store. When you go to a store, you buy
Yeah.
something, they give you a
it looks like a receipt, but when you look at it, like there's no TIN number. It's a delivery receipt.
It's not an official receipt in
Oo.
itself.
So-
Issued by the BIR at times.
So if it's an official receipt, what should consumers look out for, Ms. Lim?
Yeah, we really have to seek the advice of, to secure the same official receipt.
Yes. But usually there are telltale
Otherwise-
signs that it is an OR, and you
Yeah.
said it has to have a TIN number.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what else should be there? Would you?
Most of the time, it says official receipt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you
And then-
also have to be very much
Wise talaga. So being a consumer is really hard, no? We cannot just say na, okay, we have to have all our protection. Hindi, you have to protect yourself. So we have to be clever, we have to be makulit.
Yes.
Um,
What about safety in food? I mean, what are the most common cases of consumer protection or consumer rights being violated or abused with food, for instance?
Yeah.
I would assume food, the buying, the selling of food that's not anymore good or spoiled,
Yeah.
for instance.
Like, Sir Barry, because alam naman natin na very rampant yung cases ng mga botcha, di ba? So we really have to parang,
I-define mo natin yung botcha para sa viewers na hindi alam yun.
botcha is double dead, kumbaga.
Double dead, okay.
Ayun, so, well, we have the NMIS naman na ang area of jurisdiction nila is in terms of promoting meat safety. National Meat Inspection Service. So, they are also working hand in hand with concerned LGUs. Diba? So,
Okay.
in trying to administer yung proper handling ng meat, it goes also with the LGUs concerned. And then, yung pag nagpatimbang and kulang, with LGUs din yan. So, it goes with, may mga meat products. And then, kumbaga na, yung nakikita natin dyan sa market na openly, na naka-display, hindi na talaga sila safe dahil nandyan na yung, diba, na aalikabukan, nalalangawan, diba yung ganon. So, it's really very unsafe.
Yes, yes.
And then, yung food contamination is one which we really have to contend with. Otherwise, talagang medyo that would affect our health condition.
You mentioned agencies involved in the inspection of meat, in making sure the food being put on the market is safe. But that's from the government side. What can the consumer do to protect himself or herself with regard to safety in food?
Well, siguro ang importante naman, may right naman tayong pumili, the right to choose. So nakikita naman natin siguro right there and then pagbibili kung yan ba sariwa pa ba yan or hindi, yung ganon. Kasi like nga sa part ng meat, o syempre pagka nagkaroon ng food contamination dahil sa katagalan na exposed sa alikabok, would it still be safe to eat?
Yes, of course.
Diba?
Of course.
So
it also falls on us to make sure that
yung
the
heavy
source...
exposure na sa, sa dust and dirt, diba?
Yeah. So very important, I mean obviously for us as consumers, to choose where we buy our food, whether it looks from a reputable source.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Now, Gigi, in front of you, you have another flyer. It says 2 price tags. What is that about?
Yeah. Wait, before we go
Sure.
into this, can I just add?
Sure, please.
Also for consumers to read labels and to understand what are these labels. No, kasi when you buy, you have to know what is it you're buying, what is in your food. So we have to make a habit of reading labels.
Of course, I mean, it's very tedious. A lot of us don't do it. Syempre, di ba? I mean, it's a lot of work, extra work for us to go through the label. It does. I mean, in your case, with the consumer, with your organization, Consumer Rights for Safe Food, what examples can you tell us, if ever, of cases where reading the label really made a difference?
Well, one of our biggest advocacy, as I said, were against GMOs. GMOs are not labeled, so we are advocating that it should be labeled. But there are some telltale signs of GMOs, like if it says fructose, for example, this is corn sweeteners, and usually they are from the US, and most probably these are GMOs.
Fructose, huh? I
Yes,
see that a lot.
fructose.
Yes.
Most of processed foods will have these things. No? And me, like when I look at the label, if I cannot understand what these things are, yung parang, what is this? Is this an animal or a plant or what? I don't understand what it is. I won't buy it. Because most probably it's a chemical or something we don't understand. Yeah.
Again, responsibility of consumers to look after their welfare as well.
Yes, because you're the only one really who, the government will help, but you are the only one who will protect yourself.
At the end of the day, it's your body, right?
Yes.
So you got to look after it.
Yes.
Sure. Now, these 2 price tags, very interesting. What does that mean when on this DTI official flyer?
Okay, so this is,
Can you hold it up?
there should be only 1 price tag.
Okay.
Sometimes there is a price tag and then if you're buying, let's say 10 pesos, and then you bring out your card and they say, ay, card ho ang babayaran nyo. So it will now be 11 pesos.
Alam mo, ang daming cases na ganyan eh. Ang daming cases talaga where, again, I think it's very much related to another flyer that you have.
Yes.
And I'll be on the hold it up. It says, surcharge sa credit card.
Yes.
This is, no, bayaran lang kung magkano ang nakasulat sa price tag. Now, okay, let's talk about this whole surcharge sa credit card issue. Now, okay, this is something, we're all credit card users, or most of us credit card users, and this is not something uncommon for us to experience. When we buy something, let's say TV, usually big ticket items, TV, airline tickets, and things like that. And the retailer will tell you, cash or card. Kung card, may 3% surcharge, 5% surcharge. Now tell me ladies, is this legal or illegal?
Bawal.
Bawal to. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it's really against the law for retailers to be charging us 3 to 5%.
Yes.
So, no,
Yes.
and I can relate because I do a bit of traveling and I pay for my airline tickets with my credit card and my travel agent always as long as I can remember has told me, okay, if you use your card, we have to charge you a 5% surcharge. So you're saying, what you ladies are saying from the National Consumer Affairs Council are telling me that this practice is illegal.
Yes, it's illegal.
Yan, Bim, narinig mo. Illegal daw. So,
Well, kasi buddy,
bakit illegal to?
Buddy,
At
kasi
bakit
ano,
ba naging practice itong pag-add ng surcharge? Paano ba nangyari to?
well, buddy, kasi
Yeah.
yun nga, yung pinag-usapan natin yan. Kumbaga, depende naman sa mga users yan ng credit cards. Like, tayo naman kasi, prone talaga tayo na gamitin yan because at times, we tend to become impulsive buyers. So, even if we have cash at hand, ang ginagawa natin is resort to using our credit cards.
Yes.
Na in the long run, na-issuehan ka nga ng credit card, pero you never, kumbaga, had a chance of reading man lang yung naka-attach dun sa likod na terms and conditions. So, dahil hindi naman legibly written, hindi mo masyadong mabasa, tinamad ka ng basahin, so hindi ka aware dun sa terms and conditions na may ipapataw pala sa iyo mga surcharges, mga additional finance charges, which you are not aware of from the start.
Okay.
So, by buying using the credit card itself,
Yes.
doon ka nababaon sa utang and hindi mo namamalayan, nagkakaroon ng additional surcharges.
No, but these surcharges, are these passed on to you as consumers? Because like in the case of, let's say, if I buy a TV and I use my card, off the bat, the store will tell me, if you use your card, it's 3% more expensive or 5% more expensive.
Yeah,
Oo.
it is.
There is,
But you're saying this is illegal.
yes, there is a price tag, no? You see the TV and it says, let's say, 10,000. That is the price. Now, if you're gonna pay in cash and maybe the store says, pag cash pala, I can give it to you at 9,000, may discount ka. Pwede pa yon. But if they say,
That's a way of
credit
going
card.
around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero ay credit card pala, so now it's 11,000. Bawal yun.
Plus 5%, no, like
Yeah,
that.
bawal yun.
Okay. Okay. But okay, as I
Kasi
mentioned.
mga credit card issuers actually, di ba
Yeah.
minsan, like halimbawa using yung ating mga Visa cards, may mga katayap sila mga banks eh. So in the end, ano ba yung in-expect natin? Mas mababa ba using yung ating credit cards? Hindi eh. Lalo tayong nababaon sa malaking gastos
Yes.
dahil yung interest rate,
Yes.
doon tayo dapat maging ganong clever.
Yes.
We have to take careful steps in parang, kasi minsan, ang isang tao na lang, na pagka ako'y nag-grocery, nakikita ko, pag open ng wallet, ang daming credit cards, my God. Okay na yung isa, pero yun nga, ang tendency mo nga nun is, lumakas ang loob mo na gamitin.
Yes, of course.
And in the end, you'll be hooked by having some kind of, eto na pala, grabe na pala yung aking babayaran. Diba? Mag-end up ka sa talagang ikaw yung parang na-entrap sa situation na by using siguro yung cash on hand mo, napapalagay ka sa lagay ka sa alanganin, yung gano'n.
Yes. Now, okay, so very interesting this thing about the credit card. So what you're saying is for consumers, if they buy something and in the store the retailer says 3% more if you use your card, this is illegal.
Illegal,
So they
yeah.
can report them to the DTI.
Yes.
No, kasi ang yung minsan marami kami nare-receive na which we are referring to also sa Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Okay.
Because we have the provisions under the law which covers yung laws governing credit transactions which goes within the mandate ng Bangko Sentral. So, yung mga nagpapato ng mga exorbitant na mga fees, nare-refer sa kanila in the end. Yun nga, pag ni-refer halimbawa sa HSBC, yun, nabibigyan din naman nila ng halaga yung complaint dahil kumbaga na, here we are na, hindi naman namin nagagamit yung card. Diba minsan may annual fee pa na sinasabi na hindi ka naman nag-apply pero inisyuhan ka ng card.
Yeah.
Tapos, you remain silent about it. Hindi mo inireport sa credit card issuer na I'm not interested to make use of the same card. Tapos in the end, kung halimbawa, yun nga, may danger din halimbawa, hindi mo ginamit, saan mo inilagay yung credit card na inisyo sa'yo na wala, na ibitang mo, may nakakuhang iba. And then, nagland sa ibang tao, nagamit yung same credit card na hindi ka naman interesadong gamitin. So, kumbaga, yun nga, ang advantage nga lang yung using our cash instead of using yung credit cards. Depende yun sa presyo nung yung bibilhin mong product.
Of course, of course.
Minsan, kahit mababa lang ang presyo, mura lang, dahil nga hawak mo yung credit card,
Yeah.
kumbaga ang preference mo, gamitin mo
Of
niya.
course,
Dahil
kasi to
pag
hold on to your
hinayangan
cash.
mo yung, yung
Yun
gano'n.
talaga yung mentality. I'm
Yeah.
guilty as charged. Guilty as
Yun.
charged.
Lahat na lang ikinakarga mo sa credit card.
Now, finally, before we go, maybe you want to show something,
Yeah.
Gigi?
No, I just wanted to ask
Sure.
to add no, yung 2 price tags.
Yeah.
Sometimes kasi you see the same thing tapos let's say you're buying 2 and then one is worth 1 peso, one is 150. Nagkamali pala yung store in tagging. And then when you go to the counter, they say, 150 ho, pareho yan. The law says, kung ano yung mas mababa, that's what you're gonna pay.
Really? So even
Yeah.
if it's, if it's their fault, they made a
Yes.
mistake in
Yeah.
tagging,
Yes.
and you brought it to the counter,
Yes.
and you can actually say that you should pay for the one that's
Yes,
lower.
yes.
No, okay,
Yeah.
okay, what if they tell you, okay, nagkamali, palitan lang natin yung tag.
Ay, hindi.
Correct
Because
natin. Nandun naman na sa
nakatag
till.
na eh, oo.
Basta nakatag na, even the sticker tag.
Yes.
Yeah, what should be followed should be what is stated in the tag.
So they can't say, I'm sorry ma'am, nagkamali, kukuha kami dun sa counter ng
That's against the law.
bago. If you're at the counter and you have an item and it's mistagged,
Yes.
they are duty bound by law
Yes.
to sell you that product at that price.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that. Know that. Interesting. Now, is there a website that consumers, because obviously there are a lot of cases, is there a booklet or a website where they can go to know consumer rights? People to know consumer rights?
Yes, we have a booklet, the
Yeah.
NCAC booklet, and
Yeah,
we
we
have
have several.
bookmarks and
Several info materials.
flyers.
Yeah, where can they go
Ganyan.
to get these materials? Or sana online, which is more
Oo nga eh.
more
Online
more
na tayo.
convenient, faster. Are there
Yeah.
plans, sana, that you guys at NCAC can come up with a website where consumers can
NCAC
have all of
actually
these?
has its own website, but
Okay.
NCAC we don't have yet.
Okay, so where can consumers go to find out more about this? Which website can you refer them
DTI
to?
first.
Okay.
DTI, the website of DTI.
Okay. And for complaints, Ms. Lim, if consumers have complaints, maybe you could give them the NCAC's details.
Yeah, of course, we have ncacdti@yahoo.com, so they can send out through email their complaints. DTI, of course, we have other agencies also, like the DOE and the rest, but we would be giving out also brochures where naka-reflect na lahat siguro ng mga websites,
Information
government
and
websites.
Okay. Then, Ms. Chua, Gigi, final words for our viewers before you go?
Okay, so we have to be empowered as consumers. We can't wait for the government to protect us. We really have to protect ourselves.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very well said. Sige, so ladies, thank you very much for coming to the show, and thank you very much for bringing all these materials. And as we move forward with this issue of consumer rights, and it's a living topic, it's a
Yes.
developing topic, and surely there will be other topics, very interesting cases to talk about in the days and weeks to come. So thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Ms. Lynn.
Yes,
thank you
thank
very much,
you
of
very
course,
much.
Gigi.
Thank you.
for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you.
inviting.
So guys, I hope you learned a lot about consumer awareness and consumer rights. Join us again here in the show next week, where we talk about what matters to you, because you matter the most. I'll see you next week.